We usually set standards that are too high for ourselves, mainly because society expects us to be perfect. And we tend to forget that everyone has flaws, even the people that we perceive to be perfect. Self love and self acceptance are critical aspects of our health and happiness. And those are the attributes that we need in order to turn our mental, physical, and emotional health into positivity. What's up, guys? It's Noah, and welcome to the PVO Lounge. PVO Lounge is a podcast where I give advice to people who potentially needs it. As you know, PVO stands for Positive Vibes Only, and this podcast will be strictly based on positivity and advice, and is for people's best interest. My goal is to reach out to people about the topics that I'm speaking about, and basically guide them and help them, and hopefully it will help them in the near future. For today's episode, we're going to be talking about acceptance, mainly self acceptance. So, people might be asking, what is self acceptance? Self acceptance enables you to understand and be honest about your strengths and weaknesses. By accepting yourself, you open a door to self care and a much more positive attitude towards who you really are. This will create the opportunity to develop and improve yourself and your life. One thing that I noticed in my life was that we usually set standards that are too high for ourselves, mainly because society expects us to be perfect. And we tend to forget that everyone has flaws, even the people that we perceive to be perfect. Self love and self acceptance are critical aspects of our health and happiness. And those are the attributes that we need in order to turn our mental, physical, and emotional health into positivity. I remember a time in my life where my lack of self acceptance kind of limited my capacity of happiness. And that more so made me focus on the negative aspects of my life, which eventually led to negative emotions and a negative mindset. And I was stuck in this negative time period until I realized that this was not the way to live. Sitting around hoping for the better isn't going to bring the better to you. I knew that I had to work for it. I knew that this person wasn't me. And I knew that something needed to be done in order to better myself. And self acceptance was the first step. You can't accept yourself until you're willing to fix yourself. And the main reason people have a hard time accepting things is because the expectations of how things should go kind of blinds reality. And I realized that once you accept yourself, you become aware of yourself. It's unconditional, and that helps you see your flaws and then you work on them. I wrote down some things that can nurture your self acceptance. Number one, understand that you and everyone else make mistakes. You're human. People go through the same struggle on a daily basis, which means it's okay to feel sad or angry. As people with feelings and emotions, we're supposed to react to things, so you can't get mad at yourself for that. Number two, have positive reminders. For example, my brother has sticky notes on his mirror, and on the sticky notes are positive and inspirational quotes. For me, I download the Bible app and I put the widget on my home screen and it says the quote of the day. And most of the time, I usually read the full chapter and it helps me. So, having something right in front of your face to remind you of positive things is very helpful, especially when it helped me through the time where I really needed it. Number three, do not compare yourself to others. People tend to get upset over other people's lifestyles because it seems to be better. And you can't be happy with yourself if you're too focused on what other people got going on. Number four, surround yourself with positive people. Surrounding yourself with negative people will always amplify the negativity. If you expect to improve yourself, then you must put yourself around people who motivate you and believe in you. Number five, control your emotions. You can't allow people to make you feel the way you feel. You can't let people get under your skin because 9 times out of 10, it has nothing to do with you. Hurt people hurt people. So the next time people tease you about your failures, your looks, and your dreams, that has nothing to do with you. Because people tend to redistribute the pain that they harbor in for themselves. So don't take it personal when someone comes for you. You have to control your emotions for yourself. Number six, forgive yourself. Take ownership of and acknowledge the mistakes that you have made. Learn from those lessons and use them in the future. After you do these, you'll know what you want. This will allow you to be happy with your place in the world and helps you be honest with yourself. And it helps you become a more honest person. After you accept yourself, you begin to love yourself. And after you love yourself, it puts you in a whole completely different mind state in comparison to you before you accepted yourself. Accepting myself and loving myself really changed my life. Accepting myself and self-love really improved my confidence, how I feel about myself, and it motivated me to do better things and amplify the things that I love, which is working out, cooking, and helping spread awareness to other people. And when I fully accepted myself, my mind became clearer. It helped me stop worrying on who I should be and helped me start focusing on who I know I am to be. And that motivated me to help other people see their problems because I know that I wouldn't want no one else to go through what I was going through. The main reason that I am who I am today was because I accepted myself, which led me to working on myself. If you're ever in a negative mindset and you want to change that for the better, hopefully this podcast has helped you and you will do the steps needed in order to better yourself and accept yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude the first episode of the PVO Lounge. If you enjoy what you're listening to, support the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. You can comment some questions that I will answer in future videos, and you can comment any other topic that you would like me to talk about. Once again, my name is Noah Williams. Thank you guys for listening.